The expo was absolutely amazing. I really enjoyed going in there and looking at it. The one thing for me that I loved as a sports fan is Google had this basketball AI coaching simulator where you can go in there. It was like in half court, NBA size 3-point line where you can be able to shoot basketball. It measures your form of your shooting, the arc of the ball. I mean, obviously, if you made or missed a shot, and as well as the difficulty of the shot, and gave you a score, and you could go around and look and kind of see on your score, and the recommendation the coaches gave you was amazing. And then just overall the atmosphere of having just Googlers in there, customers in there, and partners, the partner booths. Partners even go into other booths and learning a little bit more about what they're doing in technology. The other way, Thomas Kurian actually spoke to us at the Sphere. So we actually got to see how Google Cloud and DeepMind and the Sphere came together to remake The Wizard of Oz. It was one of the coolest things I've probably ever seen. The Wizard of Oz is a classic movie, and the fact that they were able to leverage AI of going way back into the repositories of film and notes and being able to bring that picture back to life in 2025, which is absolutely amazing.
It's a lot of really productive conversations, not, kind of a standard, I'm at a conference, chit chat, but really like, how do we get work done with all of these new tools? We're looking at the possibility of running entire workflows within Google Workspace. Using agentic frameworks, we're already enabling customers to stay completely in Workspace and leverage tools inside of Vertex AI.
Yeah, that's really the first year that we see from a Google point of view, AI coming together, integrated with their product via agent space, integrated with GCP in a very seamless way. It's really here today, and it's ready to be used for anyone, even if you're not too techy. Because of the accessibility of the technology, how cost effective it is, the barrier to entry to certain industries, like whether it's management consulting, is just getting lower and lower. And I think it's going to create tons of opportunity for little company to do way more, and lots of competition, lots of jobs for the people that want them. It's fascinating. I think we're on something here, and I'm curious to see where we'll be in 2 years. But it's a lot of changes, lots of changes in the landscape of which company will dominate certain markets.
Zazmic development teams are already leveraging LLM to add intelligence where normally we would kind of iterate through business logic and try to determine things. It's very nimble, so we give the customer back now the ability to recode the business logic or modify the business logic on the fly, and we're reducing time to market because we don't have to kind of essentially code in the back end a lot of the business logic. We can just write a prompt to do the same thing. As we kind of start putting more and more of these components in the solution, the multi-agent framework they announced in the developer keynote is going to be critical to ensuring that all of those kind of little nuggets of logic work together. We can now have focused agents take off some load from developers as well as existing staff, and really focus on places where maybe use cases are undefined or requirements are kind of soft. We can then come back, and once things are solidified and very kind of prescriptive, swap out that higher cost LLM call for lower cost code delivery, and something that's very repetitive and predictive can be used there. So it's really about mixing agents with code sensibly.
It makes things easier for developer. It makes things easier for customer, and AI is everywhere. Today you're just an engineer. You can consume model. You can use AI. When you develop, the promise of having 10x productivity is there. It's here today.
The agent space of how we use our own CRM, HubSpot here, of being able to leverage asking questions about the CRM of, hey, I have 120 customers in my book of business, right? I want to know certain things about the meaning of them. I took all my notes. Hey, like, when's the last time I followed up with this customer? Hey, what's the next steps of this customer? Leveraging Notebook LM of how do I even summarize this as well too. So I look at that of leveraging it from a lead source into a CRM, into actionable insights, all using it as well too, and just cross collaborating with the team of different use cases as well too, with shared folders. You know, we have multiple people on the team like yourself. I'm looking for a specific use case. Maybe you spoke with a customer and maybe your time is busy for the day. I want to just search in our folder repository, hey, can I get a use case on healthcare and clinics and how Zazmic has built out some solutions for this customer here? I can get that use case and be able to kind of formulate it into a strategy of me talking with my upcoming prospect to help land that deal. So those are some different ways of how I think we can implement it for ourselves.
The advent of agent space has really been ground changing for my own workflow. As I filter out all the channels that come and hit me every day, as I look at the work that I need to do, it's really allowing me to leverage myself across more things.
Overwhelmingly, they were the favorite platform for when it comes to cloud, and when it comes to AI, it's just a natural option, I think, for most startups. They will also make a dent on the enterprise market just because of this ease of use and, you know, like the integration that they have with their infrastructure that is better than the other platform. You'll see that they'll do more and more, and they'll get more and more market share across the segments, for sure.